Hey my YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Happy New Year. I know I posted a video about the baby for New Year's, but this is like my first official vlog in 2022. So happy New Year to you all. So I thought I'd sit down and make a follow-up video to the live video I did, I think December 28th, regarding my experience on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And I just recently heard back from Carnival and tell you everything that happened and transpired from that video. So if you haven't watched my live video, please go back and watch it. It was posted on December 28th. I got some notes, so I'm looking at my notes, where I discuss my experience of my back-to-back. Carnival gave us, we was doing a back-to-back, but we couldn't do it because we took a faulty COVID test on Carnival, which denied us the process of getting it back-to-back. I shared my experience about how I felt like people of color was being treated, and all that good stuff. So if you're not familiar with what's going on in this video, go back and watch the live video I posted on December 28th. So I'm not gonna go into everything I said, but because I said a lot in that video. But let me just first say this. I want to say thank you so much for all of Kayla's YouTube aunties and uncles and cousins, for all your well wishes and all your condolences to her. I took some time off to help her deal with her grief. Her grandmother passed away in California. They flew the body back here in Chicago, and we laid her to rest here in Chicago just last weekend. So I kind of took some time off just to help her with grief and deal with her grief, and so that's why I'm getting the vlog to right now. And plus, I was also waiting until Carnival get back with me so I can give you guys information that was current and not just me speculating and stuff like that. So that video, listen, I was called a Jessie Smollett. I was called a liar. I was told, Carnival don't care about the color of your skin, they care about your money, this and that. Let me just say this. You lying, you say you love the Mardi Gras, and now you sit back. I never once said I hated the Mardi Gras. I love the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is a beautiful ship. I said I hated the way I was treated from the time I went into quarantine and getting off the ship. I shared my experience with how I felt I was treated. The Justice Monday comment was funny because that happened in Chicago, and y'all know I'm from Chicago. That was funny. But anywho, but I got called all type of names for sharing my experience. And I get it. I'm making videos on YouTube, so, you know, people feel like they have an opinion or whatever, and I take it with a grain of salt because you don't know me. But just remember, everyone's experience is different. And before you quick to call somebody a liar or judge them, you don't know. And this wasn't my first cruise. This was my 20th plus cruise with Carnival. I think I'm almost at 30 cruises with Carnival. And I think I'm at 28. I don't know. I'm close to 30 cruises with Carnival. This wasn't my first cruise with Carnival. I love Carnival. I love Carnival cruises. I love cruising, period. It's just I felt my experience, the way I was treated from the time I went into quarantine and after, was different. Nothing I said was a nod to the Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras ship was beautiful. Up until the back-to-back process quarantine, the ship was beautiful. So yeah, let me get into the video. So I want to just address that today. I do call me liars and stuff. Wasn't lying. Okay, so after that video, I did send emails on top of emails to Carnival, and I was told to wait 7 days. The first 7 days came and went, no response. I sent another one, called back again. Lady said, oh, you should have heard from somebody within 48 hours. If you don't hear from anybody in 40 hours on your second email, give us a call back again. Of course, no callback. So at this point, I'm getting frustrated because I feel like, you know, Carnival will get my money. If you didn't watch the video, Carnival said that because it was COVID, we wasn't getting our money back, and I should have called and canceled. We came home and we all tested negative for COVID with a PCR test. We actually wound up taking 4 tests in between the time of debarkation and within a week period. We took a rapid test, so if you got home that was negative, I think I showed y'all in the video. We took a PCR test. I took another rapid test and a PCR test. I wanted to just take multiple tests. And so when I called back this past week, I spoke to the most amazing representative manager of Carnival. Let me back before I forget that. Before this past week, I had another person from Carnival call me in guest relations. I don't know if one of y'all called or whoever, but they was calling me concerning my issue I made about the comment about the person of color. And and diversity. And so we had a nice conversation. I told her my story, my experience, what I saw. And, and she said she'd get back to me. So I'm waiting for her to get back to me. That's the first thing I want to address. I also want to address one of my wonderful subscribers, thank you very much, did share with me that, because I mentioned this in the vlog live, I mentioned Para DJ and the situation they went through, that they later on did get transferred to the quarantine rooms, and they mentioned in one of their live videos, which I don't really watch their live that often. So from what I saw in the vlogs, they were still in the cabin. I guess later on they got transferred out. So I want to correct myself because I said that they stayed in the cabin. I stand corrected because they did get switched out. Now back to what happened with my story. Again, my story, my issue, everybody's shit is different. Let's tell y'all my stuff. So I talked to Carnival. I explained to them, listen, I sent these 2 emails. And again, I'm not talking about no little, I'm not talking about $50. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. Okay. So my frustration was we had these 4 negative COVID tests that's coming back home. I could have did my back-to-back. Y'all saw the video. I surprised my kids. We're going, oh my God, we got it. And then boom, later on that day, all this happened. So it was a buildup of frustration with that. I had just surprised my kids after keeping it a surprise for so long. Now y'all trying to keep my coins too? Hell no, nah, give these money back, whatever. So that was my major frustration. So I spoke to a representative. I said, listen, I did what y'all said. I sent the emails, no response. Sent another email, no response. If you can't address me my issue, I'm to the point where I'm ready to contact my lawyers, because I'm not being treated fair. I feel like no one should be treated this way. So the rep looked over the notes and they saw the emails were sent and received in that department, but no one worked on the emails, if that makes sense. Pissed off. The representative was a male. I was on hold like about another 3.5 hours with this call. The representative was amazing. He addressed my issue. He understood my concerns. I was like, I could fax you every last single COVID result. I said, my thing is, if Carnival was willing to send me to Cozumel if I stayed in Miami and tested negative with a PCR test so I could enjoy my cruise, why can't Carnival refund me? If Carnival refunded me back money for that 1 day I was in quarantine, I can't get my coins back. I said, then the injustice of how I was treated off the shit was just a whole nother story. So I'm happy to announce that Carnival did right their wrong. I was given a full refund for my December 26th cruise that I missed. I was also given an additional refund because of all I went through. I'm going to say my pain and suffering, just for lack of a better words, as well as some onboard credit. So I think that the amount that I was given and the refund and the onboard credit was definitely a good job on Carnival. I felt like they heard my issue and heard my concerns. And I think that, yeah, I was happy. I was content with what I was given. And it was given to me immediately. Back in my account, back on my card, literally came like in days. So he said 7 days, but it came like I think in 2 days. So I was content with that. Also, this is the gotcha. Speaking with the representative, and I mentioned about the persons of color situation I kept talking about, he said that I wasn't the only person that called Carnival a person of color about how they was treated in between getting off the ship because of COVID. From the Mardi Gras, any cruise, any other ship. He said this wasn't the first time he heard this. And that Carnival does have room for improvement. He also stated that he was taking my issue up to the upper levels because maybe those tests that Carnival was using was expired tests. He said it wasn't his first time hearing about someone who tested positive on the ship, could do it back and came home and tested negative with a PCR test. He said he had been getting several calls like that. So it wasn't a shock to hear that. Well, like I was the first person that said that. I guess for people on YouTube world, I was the first person maybe to vlog about it. But he said that he have heard it from people, not just the Mardi Gras, other Carnival cruise ship. He says definitely room for improvement. He have had calls from people of color stating that they felt like the treatment they got off the ship was different. And yeah, he says room for improvement, and he was going to be sending my concern along with the others that he have heard before up. And this was a manager in the escalation level 2 department with Carnival Cruise Line. And we stayed on the phone, we had a nice chat. And yeah, I think what I want to do is be heard as a woman of color, as a mother, when you save and set, if you never did a New Year's Eve cruise, you go price a New Year's Eve cruise on Carnival newest ship, a balcony cabin on a higher deck. You know it's not cheap. And to be told, oh, you're not getting your coins back because all the lie, you'll understand what my pain and frustration was. It was just like, oh no, I'm getting my money back. But I do feel that Carnival rectified the issue. I am content. I'm at peace with the decision. I got my coins back, got another refund and onboard credit for a future cruise. I feel like I also got my money back for the cab I had to pay to go for that 15 minutes. Whatever. He said a lot of things that I was told I had to was a lot of things that was like kind of recommended. I could have had other options I could have used, which I wasn't informed of that. I've been watching other vlogs. I've heard that the food has came cold for many other people in quarantine. So that's been an issue with Carnival as well. And so, yes, I was happy that I felt that I was heard, and maybe that what I complain about, my issues, could help change Carnival's future of what they do and how they treat people, especially coming from a quarantine situation. There's definitely room for improvement. So if ton of my story, calling in, blogging about it can help Carnival, I'm all for it. Where do I stand with Carnival? I will cruise Carnival again. I have been, around this time of year, my husband and I were sitting down and we discussed where we want to go, what we want to do, whether it's land vacation, concerts, plays, cruises, boxing events, anything. We sit down and discuss our year out of vacations, okay? And look at our budget, what we've been saving for vacation and our vacation fund, and divvy it up to where we want to go. So I have booked the Carnival cruise and I also booked the Royal cruise. So yes, I'll be experiencing my very first Royal Caribbean cruise this year, and I'm so very excited about that. You guys got to stay tuned for a separate video of that and my experience on a Royal Caribbean ship. I'm very excited about it. I'm looking forward to comparing the two cruises. So yeah, I just want to give you guys an update about what's been going on with your girl. Thank you all who've been reaching out to me, asking me was I okay. I love my subscribers, y'all. Like, you good? You all right? It was just a lot of taking in what had happened and also just making sure I helped my baby girl with her grief. So yeah, I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you all who reached out to me and was checking in on me, but I'm fine. It's a new year. Your girl is back with a lot of fun content, do some more live videos, and definitely some giveaways. So be on the lookout in the next few weeks or days. I will discuss my cruise list and my travel plans for 2022. You don't want to miss it because it's going to be jam-packed. I got some good ones planned. Thanks so much for watching this video. If I forgot to mention something you have a comment about it, leave a comment down below and I will definitely address it in the comments, or maybe do another video about it. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, my loves. Thank you, Carnival, for righting your wrong.